Hello everyone and welcome to some Farming Simulator 2022, and this is going to be like a very short video of like a mod review of PowerTools by Weasel. Extremely handy mod that I've been using since it came out really since it was pretty much out not long after the game was released, and I've been using it ever since in all of my videos. I use it, it's just so handy. Before we get in, I would like to just say, if you like Farming Simulator, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am doing a playthrough on Kingston Farm by Oxygen David, and I have a playthrough on this map, Who Baylor On, I think it's called, or whatever this French map is. I have a playthrough on this, and I'll leave the link to them in the description below. And I'm gonna do this kind of like mod review as well, so like any interesting mods that come out, I'll do a little review on them, see if they're worthwhile downloading. But yeah, this one is about PowerTools by Weasel, so let's get into it. PowerTools is fairly handy. F12 is the default button, but F12 is also the screenshot button for Steam, so every time you opened it, you would take a screenshot with Steam. So before I actually go any further, this is for PC only. I don't think this is out on console. I don't know if it ever will be, but it's on PC. And I'll leave the link to the PowerTools in the description below as well. Now let's get back on with it. Yeah, like I said, F12, but it takes a screenshot, so I changed it to F9. Pretty simple. Here it is here. You can spawn object and materials. You can spawn a palette. Whatever. Whatever sort of palettes you want, really. Like, it's pretty simple, like, so... Pretty self-explanatory. Whatever you need, you can literally just spawn in if you need to. You can spawn in bales, wood chips, cotton. Pretty handy, like the size of that you want. Yeah, there's like bales of straw, grass, hay, cotton, wood chips. Didn't even know you could do wood chip bales, but sure, we'll spawn one in. See what it looks like. There's a wood chip bale. Didn't even know you could do that. That must be from the poplar, is it? The poplar trees or whatever. That's cool. Yeah, so literally you can just spawn in whatever you like. Pretty handy. Toggle super strength. Extremely handy for if you say spill over a trailer and stuff falls off it, or if a tractor gets stuck on a fence or in a pole. It's very easy. You can just literally pick it up and move it. Like, you can pick these up if you haven't got the super strength, obviously. It's extremely handy for, like, you can even pick up tractors and everything. Like, it's extremely, obviously unrealistic, but it's extremely handy for the game if bugs happen or something small. You know, I've used it just so much to fix things that have went wrong. So yeah, very, very, probably one of the most useful things. I don't really use the spawn objects. I'd rather play properly and buy them. This is just a spare map that I have just loads of money on, just to test stuff out. So yeah, it's pretty much only, I never use that, but I use the super strength quite a lot. Toggle it on and off. And next is flight mode. Pretty easy. You can just fly around, do whatever you want, really. Yeah, that's pretty much self-explanatory as well. And the next one is toggle HUD on and off. Now this is extremely handy for someone like me that needs to take thumbnails. You don't obviously want the map and your money in the top corner and the temperature and the time and all that sort of stuff. You don't want all that stuff on your thumbnail. So basically what I do is I set up and turn off the HUD, and then I bring up the commands like this and go GS what is it? Camera FOV set, and then I go space 30. Zooms in like that, get rid of the writing, and then something like that makes for a perfect thumbnail, which I will probably use. I just took a screenshot. And then I get rid of the FOV, zoom in by going -1, and it sets it back to default. So yeah, but like I said, the toggle HUD on and off, extremely handy for taking thumbnails or pictures or anything like that. Very good. I just took a screenshot by accident. I pressed the wrong button. But the next one is add and remove money. This is another extremely handy one if, like if I'm doing a playthrough or whatever and something goes wrong or money gets mixed up in some way, shape or form, you can always just fix it. Like, it's so handy. Like, I've often, like, sold something and, like, or bought something, and if it was no good, I'd, like, get rid of it. At least I know them, but I try and test everything out beforehand. But, for example, I have 106 million for some reason. So it's a random number. But if I just press 1, it adds on 1. If I go to it and I go equals and go 1, it will equal the bank account to exactly that. It says it all here in the description before you do it, if you read all that. And then obviously you can just minus 1, brings you back to 0, obviously. But yeah, it's pretty handy. If I just go equals and then if I just go equals and hit a load of random numbers, it adds in that amount. So yeah, pretty handy for the game as well. Save game, obviously pretty self-explanatory. Saves the game, and then you can exit to the main menu. Now another part of this is obviously if you're out on foot, you can spawn objects and materials. But if you jump into a tractor, like this very nice Fiat Agri I have here, I can't get into it for some reason. Oh, I can't get into it from... That's weird. Anyway, if you get into the Fiat Agri, or any tractor, and any trailer, if you press the F9 button now, or well F12, if you press the PowerTools button now, it says fill vehicle. The rest is all the same, toggle, super strength, that's all the same. But instead of spawning a pallet, you can fill the vehicle, so you can fill it wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum. Literally all of the like items in the game is all just in this, so you know, like pretty much everything, big food, like, so I don't know, put lime in it, like, fills with lime. You want to get rid of it, go back to fill vehicle, go none, means empty. So that is pretty handy as well. Again, it's not something I'd use. It's not really something I'd use in the actual game because I try and do everything realistic. So, yeah, I kind of it's just for showing off. It's quite handy as well, like, but stones in it. But yeah, you get the idea. It's pretty easy and pretty handy. But yeah, that's really it. Just a very handy thing. I use quite a lot, especially for the toggle, the hood on and off. It makes it so handy for taking screenshots for my thumbnails. And the super strength, like I said, if something happens, or sometimes pallets spawn funny, or they fall off, or something. Sometimes the tractor might roll over, or whatever the case may be. Some of the vehicles on the road, like the AI, sometimes they crash into you and can flip your tractor over. It's just handy to be able to pick it up without having to go back to your farm, get your telehandler or your loader, and then bring it back to where your accident was and flip it back up, and then you have 2 things to bring back. Like, it's just so handy to jump out, click that on, and fix the mess. But yeah, that's PowerTools by Weasel. Just a very quick mod review, and I leave it here. Like I said at the start, if you like Farming Simulator, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Lots more videos coming of more mods, and yeah, loads more multiplayer, or loads more maps when they're released. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.